Podcast. Hello and welcome to Mass Podcast. In today's podcast, we're going to be talking about, and I spoke about it before actually, it's self love, self care. Let's get started. In our lives, where we are walking into our daily life, not only on weekends but during the week, we are faced with different challenges. Some of them are more stressful than others, and we have a tendency to put ourselves last. Most people do, some don't, but most people do. Now, I was recording today something for the MMC, Meta Meditation Center, and talking about self love, self care, because I have an upcoming retreat next month in March here, which is nice. But talking about that reminded me when we go and take a flight. Because when we go and take a flight, then before or as the flight take off, you got the flight attendant giving us the routine for the safety plane. And one of them, they do make such a good point, is that you need to put your mask first on in order to help others. If you don't have your mask for air, then you are useless basically. So we have to think this into the concept of our lives, where we are always at the mercy of our outer conditions. Maybe we have children, then we need to care for. Remember, we have to take them to the sports, we have appointment, we have mates. We can have a lot in our lives that deviate and push us to put ourselves last. So by the time we try to reach out to our own self, what happened? Simply made, we don't have time for ourselves. And it comes to a point it's becoming critical if you want to be able to really support our families, even ourselves, even if you're single, taking care of your own self. It's mean put yourself first. Even if you have animals, if you have families, you have to learn to do that. And it's very difficult because we have a tendency to do not do it. We have a tendency to put ourselves last. I talked about it last year when I was doing my podcast that it was the theme of the year, self-care. And I must say, at the beginning of the year, self-care was crucial, but it became more important afterwards. When life and situation are moving and changing in a way that makes us reflect on where we are with everything, we have to give the room to ourselves to breathe. We have to give a room for us to recharge our batteries, because if we are not mindful of what we need, then we are ignoring the signs that we are not fully helping our mates, helping everybody here. So we have to ensure that in our lives we have to be and become more aware of all of this. It is extremely mindful and helpful if we start to get 5 minutes for ourselves. We can start with 5 minutes, maybe from 5 minutes every day to increase to 10, to a half an hour, maybe an hour every day for ourselves. It could be meditation, it can be yoga, it can be walking, it can be exercising, it can be doing something, maybe reading, even sitting down and opening a book, or look online on a tablet and read. It's a society where we're moving so quickly. Things are changing rapidly. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming. It's nice to slow down and take the time to be present, which is one of the hardest things to do, to slow down and be present in our lives. But this is what is crucial and essential for every single one of us. So when we're moving forward in our life, it's a very big key to just embrace not only every single part of our own self, but also ensuring that spiritual, mentally, and physically and emotionally, we're there for our own self. Because it's, again, easy to disregard our needs and put everybody else's in front of us, because sometimes it helps to do that, to hide. But it doesn't reflect what are our needs. What can we do in our lives to help us to move to a better place? It also plays a very important role when you're talking about work, because if you are in a good mood, in a good space, then you realize that the way you're walking into your office or manufacturing plant, wherever you are working, then you can shift things in a more positive way than you would think before. Making sure and ensuring that we got everything we need for our highest good. Ensuring that everything we are doing is absolutely on point. But we can only accomplish this if we are grounded. We can do a good job, but a better job will be able to go to work and relax, quote unquote, not driving. And as closer you go to the place, you get so tense, then you want to turn around and go home. But not on that actually. But when you are finding your space, your environment where you can really embrace who you truly are, really become the better part of your own self, then this is where you can realize you have what you need to co-create. You have what you need to embrace every single part of your own being. It is essential to take care of yourself because this is the first step to really change and co-create, starting new intentions. You cannot start an intention you could. You could start one, but it's not going to be as successful than if you were grounded. So I will highly not recommend when you start intention, if you're not grounded, to ground yourself first, to see what you want, to look at where you are in your life. But self-care is essential for ourselves. Helping others, creating the life we want, being present in our lives, requires us to stay focused. When you're not taking care of yourself, you're not as focused as you want to be. You're not seeing the overall pictures or all of it. You can see some of it, but not all of it. It is better to be in a moment, in a present moment in our lives, and appreciate who we truly are and really ground ourselves to be and see the positive impact in our lives. The life of Tezon is a life of transformation throughout the years, and as you're going to grow for the younger generation and move on into your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 100, where, your aging process, you're going to realize that your priority are going to change. It's not about climbing the corporate ladder. It's about discovering who you truly are. Maybe the idea of climbing the corporate ladder was nice at the beginning, but maybe you're going to shift and say, I want to be my own boss. I want to run my own business. Or I want to create and invent something. Or I'm going to just go off grid and stay off grid. You don't know. Growth comes from experiences, but something that we need to do is nurture ourselves. We only have one body. It's not like we can flip our body and just say, okay, I'm going to switch to something else tomorrow morning after my breakfast. That doesn't happen. So taking care of ourselves is taking care of the shell that is our bodies. Taking care of our spirit. Be mindful. Mindfulness is something that we should do more often. I think it comes with wisdom and age too. Sometimes we're not as mindful than we want it to be. And having the wonder, the beauty of being able to do that is great. So being able to be who we're meant to be really open ourselves up to the place of wonders. I love the fact that we can be open to the world of wonder. We can be open to the world of beauty. We can be open to discovering the best of our lives, but also realizing no one's going to take care better than ourselves, than us. That is the key for success. So why not embracing every single side of it and really reflect on what can I do? It doesn't have to cost thousands of dollars for me today. That will really empowers me. What can I do to really embrace who I truly am? What can I do to add a little bit of time, me time in my life. What can I do to really empower the beauty in my life? What can I do to be self sufficient and self reliant? What can I do to continue to improve who I am? So, those are the key essentials, and this will automatically trickle down not only to your own life, but to your business, to the workplace, to everybody around, and you will impact people as well. People are surprised about that. They're like, oh my God, really? What changed with that person? Sometimes it's nothing that changed. It's just the way we approach our lives. So being open to the world of wonders, be open to the life we're living in, be open to the magic of the life of the universe, being open to understand what are we supposed to do, be open to be in a space of wonders. So why not being here? Why not being there for yourself? Why not realizing that, hey, if I can add 5 minutes for my own self, my self-care, why can I not expand that? And it's just take it as an experiment. Take it as carving some time, because we all said we don't have time. I said, yes, we do have time. We have to make the time. If you don't make a time for yourself, who else gonna do that for you? Do you have somebody who's doing it for you? Maybe some do, maybe some don't. So why not ensuring the life of 1,000 is a life of wonders? Why not understanding that we are here to really embrace every single side of our own way, of our own self? So be happy, be present. A lot of people are trying so hard, but they don't put themselves first. And the key is put yourself first, not last. Remember what the flight attendants are saying in regards of air, in regards of if your mask drop, then wear it. That's what you got to do. And we have to do the same for ourselves. We've been taught, most of us have been taught to put everybody else's first. Well, that's cute and nice, but that's not what we need to do. And having the time to decide what we want to do is something, it is relevant. So why not embracing the side of who we truly are? Why not letting go of what doesn't serve us? Look what you got around you. Look who you are. Look what is coming next for us. So we love why we love when we realize how much improvement we can do for ourselves and how much grounded we become. Why we're doing this? We're doing this because we need to take care of our own self. We need to take care of the life of 1,000. We need to take care of our own transformation. And we need to be here for us. So, we are in a beautiful state of peace. We are in a beautiful state of grounding ourselves. We are in a beautiful state of continue to evolve. That's what it's all about. It's evolving. We are the magician in our own lives. Why should we not be able to do that? Living at each moment, being present in a here and now, which is the hardest part actually, being in a here and now, because we have a tendency to do not be in a here and now. And we have to be learning to let go what is not for our highest good, but embracing who we truly are. Every quirk, every bad habit, everything we've got. Embracing who we are and being aware of the pattern, aware of the life of transformation, aware of everything that is for our highest good. And this is what it's all about. The life of 1,000, it's a life of transformation, a life of fun, a life of wonders, a life of madness, a life of craziness, a life of laughters, a life where we can really embrace who we truly are. That's what I love, is who we truly are. And this cannot be discovered without us. That's something we need to understand. So, be yourself, discover who you truly are, embrace every side of who you are, because if you don't like yourself, how can you love others? That's another question. So, the life of a transformation is a life of love, is a life of fun, is a life of fill out the blank. But it's awesome to have, knowingly, that you can transform your life for the better. And that's what matters the most. So, open yourself to the world of wonder. Open yourself to a life of fun. Open yourself to the best place you can be. Choose who you are over anything. I have learned a long time ago that if you don't choose yourself, everybody else is going to walk over your face. And that's not what we want here. The world of wonders is a world of magic. This is where we are, and this is what we have to do. So being able to just enjoy who we truly are and embrace every single side of it will help us to move on to a better place. I love the fact that we can actually embrace that life, then we can welcome the changes in our life. And some are not easy to do, but taking care of ourselves will really help us to ground ourselves. Remember that most people react when situations happen. Some, yes, that could be a surprise, but some are not. So being happy to really embrace that transformation and just open yourself up to discover what else can I discover while I'm doing all of this. So embrace that beautiful, amazing life we have and really open yourself up to really take care of yourself, because again, nobody else's will. Self-care is the key. Whatever you want to do for your own self-care, then do it. Maybe some people are going to say, I want to take a half an hour and go to the spa for a massage. Why not? Maybe it's an hour of quietness. Why not? But just take the time and open yourself up to a place where you can become who you're meant to become. And let life unfold in a way that's supposed to be helping you. That's what it's supposed to be. This is the life of transformation, and self-care is the key. So, this was our podcast for today about self-care. Oh my goodness, cannot speak. And it's just the Monday one. Oh boy, we'll see what's going to happen for the others. But think about it. What do you need to do for yourself? And don't say I don't have time, because that's an easy excuse to do not do anything for your own self. So take care of yourself, and we'll talk to you later. All my love. Bye now. Emma's Universe Podcast.